Brenda was. Very quiet rebellion.
Historically, nonviolent direct action has been one of the most successful methods of making change the world has seen. The Indian independence movement, the American civil rights movement, the women's suffrage movement, and more have all used direct action.
But we do not have to look too far into history to find success in direct action. We can look just 1 month back to the United Kingdom, where Extinction Rebellion organized thousands of protesters to block the street for 11 days, ultimately causing the UK to declare a climate emergency. We stand with Extinction Rebellion's 4 demands: for the government to tell the truth about climate change, to act now for net zero carbon by 2025, to create a citizens' assembly, and for climate justice and a just transition. On April 15th, International Rebellion was announced, and XR Youth US was launched. Now, we're here to uphold the same principles, and at the same time be an inclusive, bold voice for the youth in our country, and are looking for as much support as we can get.
Direct action is people taking the power back. By walking in the streets, chanting, blocking off roads and buildings, we are making our voice heard. By engaging in direct action, we frequently cause people massive inconvenience. And we're sorry for the inconvenience, but we would not be doing this if we weren't living in an emergency.
Today, we are engaging in a direct action to call attention to the climate crisis. As youth, we cannot vote. We are not the owners of the 100 companies that are responsible for 71% of greenhouse gas emissions. And most of the time, grown-ups don't want to listen to us unless we make a lot of noise. To make change, we have to disrupt those in power. And that's what we are doing today. So today we're blocking the entrance of City Hall until the end of this protest, because clearly rebellion is what it takes to get adults to listen to us.
Climate change is not a lie! Do not let our planet die! Climate change is not a lie! Do not let our planet die!
Climate change is not a lie!
Do not let our planet die! Climate change is not a lie! Do not let our planet die! Climate change is not a lie! Do not let our planet die! Climate change is not a lie! Do not let our planet die! Oh my God.
It's not too late for our planet. It's not too late for us. We just have to fight for it. We are here today because we care. We care about you. We care about us.
We care about our children.
We care about our children's children.
We care about our future.
Not just for us, but the future of everyone and everything we know to exist.
That's what we say we are fighting for when we say we're fighting for climate justice.
I came here last March by myself. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know that when I found the crowd after running around from BART that I would immediately feel at home, surrounded by kids just like me.
And that they cannot just turn a blind eye on this issue. They need to know that we cannot go back in time and erase all the damage that has been done. I want politicians to look back at a time when oceans weren't polluted, when icebergs weren't melting, when polar bears had a home, when the temperature of the earth wasn't increasing so quickly, when we didn't have extreme weather patterns and the deaths of many. Our leaders need to act now before it's too late. We are taking responsibility and we will be heard.
This is what democracy looks like! Show me what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! Show me what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! Yes! Thing is, these politicians and these CEOs who are selling out our future, they'll be dead when the worst of the consequences hit. Yeah. They won't have to watch as their homes burn, as their crops dry up, as their streets are flooded. They can ignore all that because they'll be safe in their grave. We can't ignore it. We're going to be living in it. In fact, some of us are already living it. In particular, underprivileged communities and communities of color are already being affected by climate change. Food shortages, floods, fires, all of these disproportionately affect marginalized communities. But nothing is being done about this because they don't have as much representation in Congress as rich white men. So, we need to make all the noise. We need to raise hell. We all need to tell our politicians that we demand a Green New Deal, that we demand carbon regulations, that we demand just and sustainable environmental development policies. Nancy Pelosi, San Francisco's representative, doesn't support the Green New Deal. So let's raise our voices and tell her that it's unacceptable. It is time to give the youth a seat at the table. In fact, let the youth take over the whole table so that we bring attention to this issue so that action is taken. We do not have time to wait. To the adults in this crowd, you have a role to play too. Living in San Francisco and the Bay Area is a privilege we cannot overlook. Living in this affluence is not something we can overlook. When we riot in the city, it is rewarded and praised. But we must remember that that is not the case everywhere. All of our talk and action will go to waste if you do not exercise your right to vote and power as an adult to help pave the way for a more sustainable and environmentally friendly future for all of us. Keep fighting. Keep taking action. Keep pressuring politicians. We're playing a longer game than they are.
They think that we can't be angry about it. They think that we can't have an opinion on this. But these decisions are going to affect us, not them. Us, and then we're going to have to fix it later. Isn't that messed up? It's messed up. Okay.
Climate change is not a lie. Do not let our planet die. Climate change is not a lie. Do not let our planet die. Climate change is not a lie. Do not let our planet die. Climate change is not a lie. Do not let our planet die. Climate change is not a lie. Do not let our planet die. This is not a lie. Do not let our planet die.
We're both sophomores that go to French American International High School, and we're part of XR Youth US.
What do you guys directly think is like a first step for some young person who wants to be an activist?
Honestly, I think the most important one, like the first step, is just showing up at the protest. Like just showing up, chanting, holding a sign, maybe even making a sign. Like that's the least you can. It's really not hard, and you know, it helps. It helps a lot.
I think getting in contact with other people who are also interested is also very powerful, because when you have a group of people that are all advocating for the same thing, it just amplifies your voices a lot more and gets your message across. So getting in contact with people that are also passionate about the same things that you are, in the long run, I think will do a lot of, will leave a really large impact. Yes.
Are you willing to be arrested? One of the things that like XR does kind of all over is kind of count the numbers of people arrested, just to like create more of a loud noise. Are you in that?
Yeah, personally, I'm willing to be arrested, but I don't want to be arrested for because there are some things that are worth it to be arrested for and some things that aren't. I don't want to be arrested for just doing some like a petty crime. If I were to be arrested, I want to be arrested for doing a protest.
Yes.
I don't want to be arrested because I might hurt people.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. Cool. So anything else you guys would like to add?
No. If you'd like to get involved with XR Youth US, I'm just going to plug our Instagram, which is XR Youth US. And please DM us to get in contact and get involved. And we'd love to have you there.
Thank you so much.